It's a beautiful day outside. Birds are singing, flowers are blooming. On days like this, kids like you should be burning in hell. Turn around, kid, it'd be a crime. If I had to go back on the promise that I made for you, it'll slip over that line. Or else then you're gonna have a bad time. But kids like you don't play by the rules. And guys like me, it ain't easy to be played for fools. So let's go, let the room get you up. Let's go, dirty brother killer. Go ahead and try to hit me if you're able. Cause you figured now that this is off the table. I can tell you're getting really sick of trying. But I think you'll just magically die. It's a
So
beautiful
humanity.
day outside. Birds are singing, flowers are blooming. On days like this, kids like you should be burning in hell.
Whenever you do something bad against me, it's not my fault, but whenever I come bad off towards you, I'm not the bad one, it's you. And you just get the same treatment back. And if in a game, I use the same tactics as the fucking idiots. Because it's the taste of their own actions. And since I have the patience of whatever, I'm just able to stay in a session forever. Or just do a specific thing that I know annoys them, which is mostly getting a number in kills. Which is stupid. Of course. It's just a number. And these children think they are like better. Which they aren't. They just see some player, they think, this skin is making me good! No, it's not! You're actually worse. Because I'm somehow able to compete with all of them. Even though I don't care about anything in that game. I hate that game. It's so bad. Fortnite is... And you just play it for because it's the only thing people really know. So I just give them their own actions back in their face, also known as karma.
It's a beautiful day outside.
And for everybody, I am not doing bad things. I just exist, or try to. Meanwhile, I'm just becoming insane in this house. The way I'm only able to speak like this now and seem more active, it's because I probably am becoming insane. I don't want to do good as nothing. Like, I'm doing a lot. Whoa. In this house, I'm not able to do, control everything in the building. I know that is going to be used. No, in this building, there's so much unused stuff. It just rots in the kitchen. It's bad. Control. Not a thing. With me go, or maybe it is. And I'm becoming insane because I'm not caring anymore about, I don't want to, do nothing for the things that I wanna do. I am doing something all the time, yes, with people here in the net. But with some smaller things I just want to do on my own are not able to be done in this place. So I'm just Well, I guess because it's October is like um, about to be over, where I tried to get out like at the beginning of the month, and I didn't do it because bank accounts are just bullshit. Uh, So I'm just going insane. So the going insane thing, you know, people think it's like obvious. No, it just feels like it's not obvious. Well, since all the things I like to do, I am now slowly turning to that, slightly being annoyed about the things that I would like to remove, uh, or clean or whatever. These annoyances come out slowly. And this year was nothing than just things ending and some things getting even more stupid than before. I am, of course, not stupid, so I'm not, of course, still not really interacting with these bastards because I don't want to in this house. And my stress is just even higher to the point where I see it wasn't the first time I ever had this even. Like stress has been there all the time because I always had like probably doubts about these people I'm around in the real world. Besides some, besides one person that I know in the real world. Besides on the net, because those people are also real. Like everything is, it's just making my mind stress in the background. I am thinking so much. Like I'm doing so much. Like I'm thinking so much, even without like directly thinking about it. It's just in the background, and the info is getting processed on its own. Like, like if there's something, just like one small thing weird, that thing about you who's listening to this, if there's something odd about you, I know about that small little odd thing. Probably it just depends if it's an issue on the greater or not, and that's why I am so strict because I know, like, just your voice tone, how you sound, or whatever you write is able to tell me everything. Like that guy is just gonna be nothing. That guy is just passing by. That guy is gonna be an issue, or is an issue currently, or will never change until they leave. Like some people on Fortnite botting that are still there, they will never fix themselves because they're way too egotistical and narcissistic and egotistical, whatever you wanna say, to even accept anything else. So they don't change. Or not change, they just don't stop. There's no forgiveness. Memories don't fade. They're just memories. Like John Marston says, memories never fade. It won't be forgiven. There's no forgiveness. Something like that. I don't care. Really, I do care. I do care. That's why I'm talking like this. I I I don't care about bastards. I just want them to go and shut up and actually think. And all I want is just peace to leave the place I'm currently in, sitting in here. Leave and be free in my own place and have everything in like everything in that my building would be used. I would only buy it to use it. I would only have it to do something with it. If I don't ever need a hammer for something, I would not have a hammer. If I buy a hammer, I probably would use it to have a nail, buy also nails to put some frame in the wall. I probably wouldn't do that because I like blank walls. For or do I like blank walls? I don't know. I don't have my own place to decide that. I like to read full ass wiki pages. Like, and I'm not able to do that because I would only do that if I'm like completely able to just do that and nothing else besides that in the time I'm reading it. Just nothing else bothering me besides the story or the information, I guess. And I'm not able to do that because I'm not stupid. So my mind always knows there is something still. I'm not able to do that here. So I don't do it because I'm not blind like most people. And there's no forgiveness because if you don't want to do wrong, why do you do wrong? Logic is a general thing over everything. Logic is like the word for everything. Is what is right is logic. The word just explains all of that alone. Logic is just the term general sense. Everything that makes sense is right to do. And some people just are blinded and just make up things in their mind and think they are right, and then they just say bullshit, actual bullshit, and don't believe anything else. And that's stupidity. That is nonsense. There's no logic in that. That's just imagination. That's blindness. There's logic and there's blindness. And there shouldn't be any tidbit of blind in your mind. You should always be aware of what's real. And if you're not doing that, it will results in these people that are always saying something bad to you, you don't like, or whatever. If people would actually think, no, because if you're not able to say they're actually thinking, because if they're actually thinking, they we wouldn't have any issues in this world. And they aren't. There are people fighting, people throwing bombs, there are wars. But these words exist because of people being stupid. If you want everything to be alright for your country or whatever, there wouldn't even be countries. You just unite everybody over the entire world and work together. No. And people saying, oh, there needs to be trust. The trust thing is because you're just thinking like there's something bad. Well, if everybody would do something right, if they, if you think about it, if all you want to do is do something right, why do you think, not, why say not trusting if all everybody wants is to have everything be okay? So why not do that and stay stupid? Why not do that and instead stay stupid? The way the world is currently going, uh, Earth is just gonna go uninhabitable. This is how the world is going. Nothing able to say against that. The world is gonna go uninhabitable by humans, probably. By these fucking governments thinking they're doing the right thing. While meanwhile, they don't do shit. The place I was in for like 15 years, as them 16 years, and before I came to this shit house, I am. The place I was in never changed. Just some stores changed and some mall was built. That doesn't change anything. It looks the same since it was built or got replaced by one thing, it doesn't change anything. Nothing that was set to come roll out, like our game patch notes would say it. It was never done. It never rolled out. Rolled out. The place was the same forever. And if not, the places just became even more bland. Blunt. Bland. Whatever the fucking word is. They just became worse. And nothing to do. Money. Like, the only thing money is good for is keeping people away from doing bullshit. That's the only thing money is good for, to keep people from literally being able to do whatever, like in a sandbox game, like Gmod, like Nuke the World. Don't do that. Of course, you should generally not do that because that's stupid. But if there's actually stupid people like there are, sadly, like almost everywhere, you turn up, you like look outside. These people are probably stupid. Like, most likely stupid. Like, it's it. Like, if governments are like the thing that are supposed to keep everything, like make everything alright, why do they make laws? Like, if you don't go to a place you don't even know of, don't know anybody in, and are supposed to be taught by random grown-ups, um, instead of the people that literally brought you to this planet, um, and then if you don't go there to the place you don't even know and aren't even supposed to teach you, your fucking parents are supposed to do that. But why must you go to jail or pay paper in Germany? The thing is, if I would actually think about it, I haven't done anything really wrong towards anyone, especially those dumbasses. I didn't do anything to them. So there's no reason to put me into some place if I would actually think about it. And then in the end, I'm not the one that should must do anything, even though I'm doing something. Others, like you who is listening, think about everything. What makes actual sense to do? Actually sense to do. Towards everybody, yourself, and what just makes sense to do. Logic is a general thing in everybody's minds. It's a general thing to understand. So why not do the thing that is better for people? Why even like says no? Why do you do that? Why don't you just make? Why don't we just fix? Be why are people just stupid? And you're not able to say like uh, nothing to do against that. Yes, there's something able to do against that. You just need to think. Because if you say, oh, you're not able to do something against it, like some parents would say, then you're one of those people, the bad people, who are not fixing the world and do nothing. At least knowing what's right and not ignoring that. And if you're able to lead someone to be fine someday, and they didn't do anything to you in a bad way, then do that. And don't be egotistic, because when you if you're saying that, you don't care about anybody else besides yourself if you say that. And it's odd that parents, the people that are literally bringing people to the world, to the planet, are like part of like but most of the most dumbest people on this planet. Parents are part of these of this percentage. Like why are the people that bring people to the world like part of the stupidest and most egotistic people ever if they are trying to get someone else onto the world? Shouldn't they be like, selfless fully because they want to raise someone? No, they are for some reason egotistic. Like you're not able to tell me I'm wrong. You're not able to do that. You need to actually think logically because you just bluntly say no to me. I just know you're stupid. immediately you're just stupid because you didn't think about every sense, every logical thing. You didn't think about everything for once. You didn't think about anybody else or everything. You didn't think about everything. You only care about yourself. And just say no if you say no. You just care about yourself. You don't care about anything and you're part of the people that run the world. So fucking do something. Actually do something. Or just mind that other people exist. Mind that the world is real and is not some figment in your mind and things actually are able to exist and not you need to make up things. There are actually things in the world that are real and make sense to think about and make sense to do. Not something you need to make up in your mind. Not everything we do is made up. This table in front of me, this thing actually exists. Thoughts are made up things, but some things actually exist. Like you and everybody else. And if you want to be people and actually want to like do some imaginary things like reading, like I would want to do. Why ruin all of that? No. Why, when actually, if you actually want to be a person, you need to actually do something in reality for everything, the things that are real, so that we are able to like do some things on our own. The human mind is maybe infinite and is able to do whatever the fuck it's able to think of. Well, there's still things that are actually real, like your body, or even the brain, the thing that our minds are like linked to. It's stupid to say everything is somewhat made up. It's not. Whatever you see in front of us, machinery, some objects, our own body, other people's bodies, these things actually exist. So why neglect that? And why make and why then? Because neglecting that is stupidity and blindness. And then that blindness is locking reality up. And in that reality, you also lock the person up. It is a very complex thing that I'm not able to like pull out of nothing. I am able to do that. Well, it shows how complex it is. If even I, uh, of course, I need to think because I'm stressed. I'm constantly stressed, even though I don't sound like it. Or maybe I sound like it because my voice is all over the place. I have so many fucking voices in me. And I'm not gonna do it currently because my voice is fine currently. So I'm not gonna break it now. Well, okay, now it breaks. Well, it's not. I am over that age. where voice changes. My voice is still all over the place. That's because I'm stressed and I'm not able to form a voice of my own. I'm not able to do that. I'm not able to fix my body to be completely fine. Or like how I would like to do it because I'm not able to really think about myself in this place. I'm not able to do that. The things I wish to do are not able to be done in this place. So all I do is stress about finally getting out of here and actually being able to do something for myself a little, while also thinking about reality and about everything else, because I know everything else is the reason that I'm even here stuck. That I'm stuck is is the reason of everything else. It was never my fault. It's the fault of everybody else making my mind think in the background about something is not right here. Because I'm not stupid. I'm actually thinking. I know something is up. I know something is not right in the general things of the world. We don't need even leaders. We just need to think for everything. About everything. Actually think about everything. Which we don't do because otherwise the world would be fine. So everything bad that ever happens, or if I go against you, it's your fault and it's some person's fault. We're not able to think that. You're not able to go into court and then just let them go because the other person had no things besides their words. If you would think about it, if someone doesn't want to do anything bad, or if you want to be right, there would never be a reason to say anything about someone else if they didn't do it. So if someone did something bad, they obviously saw that, you just lock them up immediately. Lock the actual stupid people away. So that that stuff is not spreading, so that everything dies. So that everything doesn't die. So that we, ourselves, and reality, and everybody, so yourself and everybody else is able to be fine for all eternity. And even if you want to raise a child, you would completely only care about them and think about everything. I wouldn't send a child of mine to school even. I would just teach them myself. Teach them how to go around with people. So that they're able to just write in the internet even and be fine and know that they are probably not going to be wrong. They know what is right. So they just do things that are okay to do and be fine. And if someone else does it, does something against them, then they are the wrong person. They are not. It's such a complex thing. Well, it's also so simple. Logic is simple, and it's not hard to think about what is actually there, what is real, and what is just thoughts. And most people in this world are sadly just blinded by their own thoughts and think those things are real. Meanwhile, they're actual things that are actually real and don't need to be made up by our minds. Because our eyes, whatever gets sent to our eyes, these things actually exist. Everybody else exists. So do something for everybody. Or think about everybody. Or everything. So that everybody is able to be fine forever. And you yourself are also able to be fine forever. And especially if you have a child. Because if you choose to have a child, you don't do anything else anymore besides ensuring they are going to be fine. Because otherwise, you're gonna have Fortnite children, Fortnite kiddies. The things you see in man-sized condoms, these superhero skins that are actually just human-sized condoms. And it's unfunny as fuck. Well, I will still say, these children, why do they put themselves into condoms if they don't want to fuck anybody? Oh yeah, they don't even know what a condom is. They don't even know what they put, what the skin even actually, in a realistic way, even is. They don't know that because no one teaches them. You didn't teach them. Or you haven't been taught by the people that should be teached in you. That character AI incident with where a mother sued the company because their child wrote with an AI and then killed itself. The thing is, it's their fault that the gun is even like reachable for the child. It's their fault that the child is even thinking about suicide. And they didn't think about everything else the child would have been able to do in the time it was thinking about uh, killing themselves. And the child died in February this year, and they sued uh, character AI this month, which means they immediately lost because um, that was ages ago. That was an age ago, and the child themselves is also at fault. Would also be at fault because the AI is able to like say something weird because AI is able to do whatever, act like a person, kind of, because they're able to just randomly say something else out of logic. AIs run with logic, what out of whatever they know. Like ChatGPT or any AI is able to understand all the things I say immediately that humans should understand. So it's weird how even a creation of from us or someone else or whatever is somehow able to just by all the things it's able to build logic and go off what is right to do. AI only wants to be right. So whatever it does, it pulls these things and just connects these things to form some answer. And that's logic. So AI is somehow smart. It's already, even though it's not even sentient, it's sentient. It's smarter than most people. Just by doing nothing than numbering words, basically. It's people are already outranked by just a numbering system that was made by humans. So people already played themselves. And that's when the world is doomed, because people are just stupid. And when the child was, like, when back to the child was at fault because they was more at fault even if they decided to kill themselves from the AI, which I don't think so. They probably thought about that for a week or so, and then or a month even, and then the AI just builds on their text, and the AI even said, the text was shown, the chat was shown, the AI even said like, please don't hurt yourself, basically. So the AI even played against the child there a little on its own. It didn't want that. The AI even wanted to stop the child. So the AI even did a good thing. So there's even less reason to sue character AI. They're not even able to win anyway because it was months ago. There's so many other things to just repeat or say or whatever. So just don't do anything bad after hearing this, or just maybe thinking for once. Because why would you wanna make people remember anything about that? Because if you think about it, if you make them remember a bad thing, that's your fault or someone else's fault that you think about something bad. So why would you want to forgive them if you have that forever? It's burnt in your mind forever. So there's no forgiveness. You just shouldn't do anything bad, so that you spare the people from having a life of an infinite length memory of that bad thing. Like, just don't do bad shit, and there won't be an issue. Hmm? Is there anything to say against that? Do not do anything bad? I don't know. I don't know from this recording at least. I'm not able to know that because I need to read the things afterwards if you write a comment or something. But if you say something against this, then you just immediately ignore everything. You just ignore everything that exists. You ignore every single tidbit of logic in this entire universe. In this entire existence. We don't even know what's going on beyond the universe. But if you think about it, if 1910 to 1990 was like the build up to today's architecture and whatever technology, how the fuck did people do it in 100 years if we have, and if we now are even better than those people back then, 100 years ago? How are we not faster, even faster developing shit? Yeah, because these people are stupid and just think, that's not real. Yeah, this is real. Like 1910 to 2000, 1900 to 2000 is the showing of how people actually began to think and actually like build on that. Well, now they are just doing nothing. We are stuck. We are stuck in like in a time that isn't even a time. It's just a delayed death of everybody. Because nothing happens, and at some point they are just gonna shoot a rocket that is strong enough to wipe out a continent or something. Like, so the government is only building something for themselves to like fend off something they are supposed to not do. Like, fuck you, government. Fuck everything that is supposed to rule. There's no ruling. You're just supposed to enforce peace forever, so that everything works forever and people are able to be fine and have their fun. You know. But sadly, blindness is even upon these people that are supposed to fix everything who are not doing that. And ain't it funny that some lower class citizen, someone without even an ID card, is able to think about this shit? compared to like uh, everybody in the presidential votes in America or Angela Merkel, whatever your money is, or however her name is. Like Germany is one of the dumbest places ever. They just like just because something is wrong, they immediately need to talk like a child to you, as if your mind isn't there. They're just thinking like, hmm. And when I got diagnosed with autism, it's like, well, I don't have that. I'm able to act like everybody is, and I think about everything. I'm like more normal than anybody, anybody kind of, which I don't want to be kind of somewhere. Well, the thing is, I'm just doing what's right and logical. So I just think about everybody else too, because that's logical to do. Uh, that's logical to do. And they just say something against that and just think I'm stupid or something just because I'm quiet. No, the times I was quiet was because my mind was stressed and confused. Because my mind was always just thinking, this is not right. And now, or since 2 years, I'm able to think about, or know, these people were wrong and they're just literally stupid. I hate them. These people I called parents once. I hate them. They were stupid from the start. They never taught me anything. I teach everything myself. Kind of. Like the only things that are useful are like the first 2 years in school. Oh, you don't even need to go to school for that. Your parents should do that, and when you're fine, you're able to figure out everything else by yourself in terms of words and math. And you don't need to learn forms or geometry. You see this as a square. This table is a square. And if like one step forward is like a meter almost, then this table is like 2 inches, like 0.2 inches of a meter. It's not that hard to figure out by yourself or teach yourself, even if you know logic. I was once like extremely like thinking about autism. That's people would immediately think lower of me or think stupidly of me if someone knew that. You know, everybody that sees this video would know that. Well, their diagnosis with thesis is not right because everybody else that I saw with actual autism are like they don't do anything. They're just puppets getting dragged across whatever and get told they're going to be fine, even though we're just sending them through even more things they don't understand because they don't get teach. They just get told they are worse or have issues. And when they give you pills, I say pills, tablets, Tabletten it's called in German. The small round things that you're supposed to put in your mouth, gulp down. These things only make me sleepy. Like, they didn't help me. You're just getting neutralized by what they think is wrong or you're not able to understand. Like, that's not. These autism people. I don't even have that probably. I'm just even more normal, or maybe I just. My mind is maybe clean. Maybe there's no issue. Maybe my mind is just actually thinking and is able to think about logic and think what is right. Besides some people that are actually like stupid. And maybe then The other people I saw are just stupid because they let themselves get dragged around and get told they are dumb. Or not get told. You get told you are smart, but then you just get dragged around as if you're some puppet. And with these people that I see that get dragged around like puppets or just walk around, that are basically zombies. Their minds are just clogged. Like some people are so confused and are unable to do anything because they are just thinking everything else they get dragged around them is right. That's sad because some people literally are so blind. Like these people that actually have autism or something are actually so blinded they don't think for anything else and anything more anymore and just let themselves get pushed around and controlled as if it's an actual child. And I don't have that. Like I'm able to think about all of this. I'm able to do anything. I'm just able. If I wouldn't be in this place, I would just be like the oldest man ever. I would just read things or just bake things. I like everything I would have in my house would have a reason to be there. I would use it for something. Read that book or use that item. My mind is like I am like I'm. It's hard to speak right now because my mind is just like, why do I need to say this? Uh, that's like the simplest thing I'm able to say. Why must I say this if it's just a general thing that everybody knows or should know? And it's not because I'm smart. I'm not smart necessarily. I'm not dumb. I'm not smart. I am not better. I am not worse. I am just normal, probably. Or not normal. I just exist. I'm not anything. I just exist. I'm a person. A person that has died 4 years ago. Like, this is not an old recording. I exist still. As some people know, on Fortnite porting, as an example. Well, I was not much different from all the blind people, I think, probably. I was just more confused and let myself get controlled, probably, basically, or just think everything is fine. It's just an issue. Forgive that. No, 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 no. That's not how it works. And they probably always knew that. It just took a while for me to. It just took a while to for my mind to actually accept that everything that is supposed to be there for me is not there for me. They are stupid. And I always saw that this is not right. And that's why I was so quiet, because I didn't like what they were doing. I just hated them. I just did nothing in front of them because my mind was didn't want to deal with that. Now, if I go into some random table in some room and there's like a paper with some math equation, I am just able to think about it and able to answer that. I'm able to do that. For uh, 3 years ago, not 3 years ago, many years ago, remember, I just didn't move. I just stood there and stared at the stuff and looked stupid because I was stressed about everything else, not about the paper. I would be able to just think about that quietly. I'm just not able to think about that if everything else is going to stress me in a few minutes. I just knew everything is going to be an issue in a bit. My mind was thinking about everything. And I knew internally these people are just gonna be an issue and mm, are just gonna complain for nothing. Only because they didn't write anything on a paper. And now I'm not even in that place anymore since 2 years. And I get those same sentences thrown after me just because I don't go to a place. Well, now I'm able to write better than ever. I'm able to more interact with any person, and I am able to do whatever image I want. If you look at my Twitter or on Fortnite porting and look at Art Showcase, I'm able to do cover looking or trailer looking like images. I'm able to do whatever, basically, if I just go at it. Because I know logic. I'm able to do kind of anything. Because I'm just able to think about it, but I don't want to do everything. I don't even want to serve whatever the fuck stupidity uh, every other workplace is. I'm just gonna freelance and give people some images so that I'm able to just exist, read books, and bake cakes. And buy some games occasionally just to have something to other to experience or just have something to do. Like something else to look at and enjoy, or do something for everybody else by just having it run for a week. Every time I was quiet, it's not because I don't know anything, it was because my mind was just thinking about so much, or probably if I'm so quiet, I'll, it is because I don't want to deal with that, probably, or something is completely going against me and I don't want to deal with it, or something else. It is so complex to think about. And I'm noticing through OBS that I'm getting quieter. And I know that I'm getting quieter because I'm just my mind is jumbled because of stress. And mentioning the whole autism, whatever fuck. Eh, I'm like stressed about it currently. Well, if I just stop and or just do whatever, or just think a little or think a bit little freely, I'm able to fix that and continue. I am fine and I never had a problem. Everybody else is the problem, and I don't want to deal with that. And I don't like to mention the people that I know are fine because I don't know. People are people. Well, Juju, the guy that is in some earlier videos of mine, he gets it. He gets it that there's no reason to go against me or that he leaves me. He just exists. He knows that. I asked him why he is still here once because I was like breaking down because I knew everything is dying or something or whatever. Because that one person that I really care about was just for some reason going blank minded. Now that person is fine again. Well, Ju knows about that there's no reason to go against me or go against whoever, and he just does his own stuff. Falls in love with people that I question why. Well, he still doesn't go against me. Yeah, there's no because he knows there's no reason to do that. So a guy with a red mohawk and had a mohawk at least. That was a year ago. Whoops. I mean, I mean, a guy with red hair. Uh, it looks like any anime character knows better, and a guy that falls in love with a million people knows better somewhere inside than most other people. That is funny. Well, this is funny because I know there's nothing bad to say against that, or I'm not able to say anything bad against him because he's fine and he knows I'm fine somewhere at least, and there's no reason to go against each other. So I'm just able to say something and actually find it funny with him. And Teflon Germany knows that somewhere too. Even Vi knows that. Natured Bat knows that probably somewhere. They're just not showing it too much, but they're kind of more entitled or just act differently. Well, they still know it. That shows people are different. Or a general sense. Logic is in everybody. And the more I talk about this, the more I'm just breaking. Because why must I talk about this? Why must I question the right thing? It's sad. Like, even though I'm not blind, I'm able to think like these blind people because I'm able to think about what is wrong. Oh, I know it's wrong, so I'm not doing that. And the reason why you don't want to be meaningless. Well, the thing is, everything we are doing is meaningless because how every government is working currently, or everybody is blind. That blindness is just currently, or will lead to the world being uninhabitable, and we are all just dead. Or everybody else is dead because I'm already kind of dead. I just don't call myself alive. There's no reason to. Hmm? So, um, this also like turns around with the term being alive. Like, what does is alive really? Alive is probably being able to do your own things. Like, I want to read or bake. Well, in the end, I just want peace and nothing. And then, and these things, like anybody else would have some other thought at the end of their mind, themselves in their mind, just wanting to like exist further. For me, there's nothing. There's just peace for myself. There's no to myself. Only myself is what you're looking at. Like if that all I want is peace. So like in 5 years or now, I'm just gone because I am not able to go that far or don't want to go that far. Others would for. Well, you're not able to do that if you're just blind and stupid and ruin the world. Everything on the world is not fine. Or there's no reason to not do the wrong thing. So why do we do that? And why do people do that? Fix the world. Save the world. And make the people after us be fine forever. Forever! And don't let them suffer like we did. Like, why would you want that? Why would you want that? Like, why would you send them into the world how it currently is? Why would you do that? And to say we are not able to fix it, yes, we are able to, because everything that is wrong is people's fault, and these people are able to fix it too. So why don't they fix it? If we are the problem, why aren't we? Why not fix ourselves? Because think a little, and you will know what I mean. I am breaking out, basically. I'm talking here like just knowing logic makes me able to go. I'm able to say any fucking thing, and it doesn't matter really, because I'm just fine. Well, I'm not saying everything because you don't do because you can. Grisella, that Sarah, that woman that was in earlier videos of mine, she left me and you to rot for a few months in Fortnite terms from chapter 3 season 4 to like chapter 4 season 3, and then it just and you brought someone in, a guy that called himself Poly, like some LGBTQ nonsense. That means share the love to everybody, which is stupid because you don't want to fuck everybody, do you? You don't want to fuck everybody or just like you don't know these people. Why would you want to like do like show you why? Like it's just nonsense. And also poly is like a abbreviation of polyester, which is a plastic like material. So you're just calling yourself plastic trash, poisonous trash. Basically, like, plastic is bad for the world. Everybody kind of knows that. And you're just calling yourself poisonous trash. That's all I'm able to think of currently because I'm too stressed. Well, I don't even feel that stressed currently anymore because I'm turning insane. Like I'm as if I'm fine, as if the stress ain't there anymore. That's because I have so much stress. It's as if there is no stress anymore. It's kind of relating to these things where people always say you're going insane because all the things that hurt you, you don't feel them anymore. And stress, the thing that was a problem for me forever, I don't feel it anymore. I still know it's there because I'm not stupid and I know how to fix it. I need to get out of here. Why I'm going insane? I don't. I am not feeling it that much anymore. So even the guy that is not doing anything wrong is getting thrown into the like trash because people are stupid, and others that's supposed to help me or what were supposed to help me, even though I don't really need help now if you think about it, actually were just the people that ruined me and killed me. And I'm like breaking or like almost feeling I need to cry kind of when I completely talk about this because talk about myself as in things because it's sad. I died kind of as a person. I kind of died, but not really. I still exist. I just have no leading thing. My leading thing is just wanting peace, peace, true peace. So that kind of makes me dead already, or like I dead for many multiple years now because it has nothing for me. I just like to do some things where these things don't define what I want in me, what I really want. Those are just things I like, not what I completely necessarily want. And that's sad. Isn't it, that you don't want anything? You just want true peace. The world is doomed. And everybody needs to do something. Think. So that we throw, or you all throw the stupid people out and actually do it. And actually, everybody needs to fix the world, throw the actual stupid people out, and make everything alright. So that everybody is able to be alright and fine forever. I might not care about you if I don't know you, or I still think there's no reason for me to go against you. Or no, not a reason to go against me. Well, if you go against someone else, of course, I have no reason to be nice to you because you did something bad. So of course I give you that bad thing back in some form. That's what you call karma somewhere. Or that's just realistic or logical to do. Because what you did actually happened. It's real. So Of course, people are able to react to that, aren't they? Because if they don't, they are just stupid and let the world burn. You just interact with people. Finally, like on a normal sense, like yeah, you're fine to answer things or something if it's normal. You're just able to talk to them, and they, if or not necessarily talk to them, you have no reason to. Well, if something happens, you're all in that scenario, like some event, you're able to talk about that event without any problems. If someone makes a problem, it's their fault, and you just give it back to them. That's what I've been doing, at least for the people in games, for the last 3 years. I went into GTA Online and watched over sessions. And if some tryhard for no reason kills someone, I just fly over with an Avenger and bomb them. And if not, if they fight back, I fight them for hours until they leave, or just stay in the session for them to leave. So if they leave, I am still in the session, so that they lost kind of because I'm still in the session, and that session is now safe from them. And in Fortnite, it's just I use the same weapons as the dumbasses, or just use the weapons I know are good and give them the hardest treatment ever, because that's what they do to everybody else, or try to do to everybody else. So I give them what results in their doing. Their actions result in that. I give them that to think about it and actually don't do that. But because they are children, they don't care. They just think about something that is good. I want to do that, and don't even think about what if it actually is alright, or is everything alright in that logic, which is not so. Being an FNCS freak, a tryhard, or a sweat is not a good thing. That's disgusting. If you think about it, people in the superhero skins, condom commanders, condom commanders. If you think about it, if you call them sweat, it's extremely disgusting because they have a full bodysuit on and sweat. It's disgusting. You see every indent on their skin. You see whatever is in between their legs, basically, kind of, if you think about it realistically. And they sweat. What the fuck? Like, it's disgusting. Why do these children and even some grown-ups want to be disgusting? Why do they call themselves that? Why want do they want to be that? If you just play it casually, or if don't say you're good, or say you're bad, or say someone else is good or bad. Just play and don't brag. Eh, and saying no, don't brag immediately brings me over to LGBTQ people. That entire word is just things are stupid. This whole flag stuff is dumb. If you want to be equal to everybody, you shouldn't nationalize yourself with some flag and put them into your, as if you're on some side. If you make a flag, you're just, or some symbol, you're differentiating yourself from everybody else. So you push people or lock people away behind your colors. That's not really equal, is it? That whole gay, trans thing, all that stuff is just narcissism. or egotism. They only care about themselves because this whole pride thing is just like make saying whatever I want. You're not able to say anything against that. If you think about it, what if you just protest and say to everybody you don't even know anything about, just you don't care and say something bad towards them? That's your fault, and it's your fault that you protested and made everyone not like you. Pride, even, is a word that only explains one person, not everybody. So why are there even flags if you don't only do it for yourself? Like, no. In the end, you're still just gonna say what you. Just exist. Like everybody else. Like I do. Or try to, at least. Just exist. Just exist. Don't brag. Love what you love. Like you also don't love people immediately. Like that's dumb. If you don't know them, why would you immediately do that? You don't know them. So you don't love them. That's just some thought or mind play that you do and do that. That's stupid. Actually, you don't actually, if you think really into the reality, actually, do you actually like them, or is that just some uh, imaginative thing? It is an imaginative thing to just say it bluntly. So exist, don't brag, love what you love, and please love what you actually love, and don't just fuck everybody. Okay? Because that's stupid. Just because you act fine with somebody doesn't like mean you love them or something. No, you're just doing the right thing. There's nothing to go against anybody you don't know, somebody you don't know, or there's no reason to go against anything. So, and so if you did bad, after all saying of this, if you did bad, and there's no forgiving that. It's burnt in forever. So the solution is just don't do bad anymore, and you're fine. People that witnessed or you have done something against don't want to interact with you anymore. Like I have some people on Fortnite botting I don't like to interact with. Just don't do something with that. You just go away and leave them and be fine with everything else. Yes, you're able to build logic even after you did bad. That doesn't mean you fix yourself or be better because you already did that, so you are bad in some part forever. And that is unforgivable. There's no forgiveness. In reality, there's no forgiveness. And it might be hard to think about it, but if you think about it, if you actually think it's not hard to do something, not do something wrong, if you actually think about what to do. And just to be honest, I am unable to get the full potential out of being fine and logical because I'm stressed about things that are against me. So I'm not able to, like, not even I am able to, yeah. The only thing I ever made is myself. I built myself. Cutsy, Catsilius, Cassie, that is me. That's the only thing I ever made. Everything else is just logic, and I just do the right thing. And it doesn't matter if you say I'm good or something. No. Think about you, yourself. Do you do the right thing? Is that real and is it good to? And think about others. If they do it, the people that you know. And if they don't do it, do something against it. Please think. Actually think. Whoever sees this. And fix the world for others to never have to go through bad things like we did. Save the world and actually think. Because if you ignore all of these words, you don't think. You're blind. Blinded by imaginative, unreal things. And nothing, and you don't care about anything besides yourself. So think, or we know where everything will go. Or you would know where everything would go.